She once tore apart a dress worth $3 million in public. Everyone thought it was because her sister-in-law wore the same dress, but they didn't know the real reason. For years earlier, that same woman had destroyed her marriage. Then, she and her husband had promised to love only each other for life. But after her older brother became bedridden, the sister-in-law started visiting her husband often. She gently reminded her to keep some distance. Instead, the woman openly provoked her. One day, when the husband approached, the sister-in-law pretended they were struggling. Then she deliberately fell to the ground. She lost her child, and the husband believed it was all her fault. From that moment on, he treated her with cold indifference. She even tried to tell him she was pregnant too, but he refused to listen. One rainy night, he left her outside alone. Meanwhile, he stayed inside keeping the sister-in-law company. Soon after, he sent her away to New York. 4 years later, she returned with a young daughter. She needed money for the child's surgery, so she danced in nightclubs every night to earn it. One day, she unexpectedly ran into her former husband. He only felt that she looked strangely familiar. After her performance, he followed her backstage, but the manager stopped him. Later, she visited the hospital to see her sick grandmother. There, she ran into him again. He showed no concern at all. Instead, he mocked her worn-out clothes. What he didn't know was something surprising. The famous top dancer he had spent millions trying to see was actually her. Her grandmother noticed the tension between them, so she asked him to hold a birthday banquet for her. She hoped it might ease their relationship. But at the banquet, the sister-in-law's friend publicly humiliated her. This time, she refused to stay silent. She grabbed a glass of red wine and splashed it across the woman's face. Then she stuffed a piece of cake straight into her mouth. Seeing her friend embarrassed, the sister-in-law wanted revenge. She deliberately wore the exact same dress. Her only goal was to embarrass her in front of everyone. She expected her husband might defend her. Instead, he coldly ordered her to go home and change her dress. Furious, she grabbed the expensive gown. Right there in front of everyone, she ripped the long dress into a short one. Then she turned and walked toward the exit. At that moment, her grandmother suddenly called out to her. She ordered him to share the first dance with her. Reluctantly, he had no choice but to agree. Watching them dance together, the sister-in-law was furious. As soon as the banquet ended, she called him and pretended she was injured. She tricked him into leaving immediately, so she walked home alone that night. And just then, a thug suddenly rushed out from the darkness.